The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
To begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now Hill to return it. "13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So they tried runs on 1st and goal and 2nd and goal, got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you also maybe want to come up with something different in terms of formation. Maybe spread things out a little bit. Even though you're down near the goal line where things are tight, you got to spread out a little bit and try and find some room down there.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but
down.
There certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
From his own end zone, Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Now Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot. But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. For the Bears at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more, Montgomery pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Robert Quinn, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Talk about career resurgence. How about Robert Quinn in 2021? 18 and a half sacks at age 31, which put him over 100 for his career, and he finished 2nd in the NFL.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
play action. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A game there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Montgomery on the counter. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but now they have to block more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now on first down. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. It's got to be playing against him today.
The 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following the 7-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Looking deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him a gain of 37.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 now. On first down, Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Call that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. The first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And firing a deep ball for Komet. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
On play action, Fields.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
Here comes Mooney now on the jet sweep.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
An excellent run there coming from that wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Here's Fields.
He's got a man here. It's Montgomery.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And some space here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And now here is another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide. He's got him in, complete, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, they go Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this returnable for Hill. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And we just saw that. That's really been common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure across the air pass has been on the rest this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a lot.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And the Bears are going to take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Fields now to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Jalen Waddle.
46 yards.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. And this game is over. So this one in the win column for the